Billie Eilish has had an unprecedented rise to fame, becoming one of the first musical juggernauts of Gen Z, blasting to superstardom and cementing her name in the music industry as a top player with her debut album, When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? A cohesive and dark pop album made in her bedroom. Personifying a new age star, she has quickly carved out a distinct style and image. For the most part, Billie Eilish seems to be a girl who has handled this level of fame considerably well, especially being so young. But there does seem to be some looming insecurities when it comes to Billie and her status in association with herself. I would say this insecurity and sometimes annoyance became more prominent when Billie had her big sweep. In 2020, Billie Eilish took home all 4 major awards in the Grammy categories of Album of the Year, Best Pop Vocal Album, while her smash hit Bad Guy took home Record and Song of the Year. She also won Best New Artist. Billie Eilish winning came with a bit of questioning, but overall the critical consensus was she had a really strong and good record. But she was so new to mainstream music during that time that it threw some people off. I mean, sure, people can debate on who deserved what, but at the end of the day, Billie won. And she did deserve something because When We All Fall Asleep was a great record with a cohesive sound and narrative. And it also covered a ton of important topics. Like for instance, there's literally an anti-substance abuse song, which is not something we hear too much of in today's climate, especially from someone her age. And of course, there are songs about love, depression, and heartache. The point being, When We All Fall Asleep is a substantive album, it's a good album, and it's also very left field for a major label debut. It not only had critical success, but major commercial success. So it was expected for the album and artist to win at least something. And I don't think Billie should feel bad about that, because her debut album is simply a good record. But she obviously had some resistance herself even when winning. She outright said Ariana Grande deserved her Album of the Year award. Can I just say that Ariana deserves this? Thank You Next got me through some, and I think it deserves more than anything in the world. I love you, she said. To which Ariana gracefully gave love back in the crowd. Similarly, the following year when Billie won Record of the Year for Everything I Wanted, which by the way is a fantastic song, she immediately said that Megan Thee Stallion deserved the award instead. This is really embarrassing for me, Eilish began. Megan girl, I was gonna write a speech about how you deserve this, but then I was like, there's no way they're gonna choose me. You deserve this. You are such a queen. I wanna cry thinking about how much I love you. You're so beautiful, you're so talented. You deserve everything in the world. I think about you constantly, I root for you always. You deserve it. Honestly, genuinely, this goes to her. Can we just cheer for Megan Thee Stallion? But thank you also, I really do appreciate this. Thank you to the Academy. So it kind of marks a reoccurrence of Billie fangirling over someone else in what's supposed to be her own moment, and basically downplaying herself. Most recently, Billie Eilish, while being the headliner of Coachella, admittedly said to her crowd she shouldn't be headlining. And I'm perplexed as to why she would say that to a crowd that's lined up to see her. Masking your insecurity and using self-deprecation is one thing, but saying it to an actual crowd who's lined up to see you is a bit tasteless. Absolutely no one is looking to Billie Eilish to perform like Beyonce. They have no commonalities musically, artistically, or culturally. And quite frankly, I think Billie is a competent performer in her own right when it comes to her own artistry. She has stage presence and she knows how to cater to what her audience wants to see. I don't feel there was any valid reason for her to bring up Beyonce. And if not just simple self-deprecation, it clearly shows that she lacks security in her own accolades and achievements. Now, I do want to emphasize that this was all said in a humorous tone from Billie, and she did express gratitude afterwards. But this type of I'm not worthy narrative has been a trend when Billie hits a milestone. She said, "Thank you, Coachella. I'm sorry I'm not Beyonce. I should not be headlining this," adding that she was so grateful to perform on the legendary stage. "This is such a dream come true. I feel crazy." And I understand where some of Billie's uncomfortableness might have come from, These are people Billie Eilish grew up listening to, and now all of a sudden she's their peer. So it could feel a bit awkward being placed in a position where you're in competition, or in Billie's case, just winning over them. But also, I feel like her downplaying herself is not just insecurity, it's also due to some backlash. I just feel like Billie sees the backlash coming from a mile away. A million angry fan bases attacking her because she got chosen to win awards over their favorite artist, which predictably happened with her big Grammy win. I think Billie might downplay herself at times to lessen the backlash she might receive. But Billie Eilish is a critical darling, and that won't be changing anytime soon. She literally just won an Oscar, which by the way I think was well deserved. She had one of the 2 strongest songs in the category. And I hope she gets to a place where she fully embraces her success and accolades without deflecting to other famous people or humbling herself completely.